Hi! My name is Magenta, and today I'm doing a remake or a revival of my Building with, in quotes, ugly blocks series that I basically cancelled because episode 1 was such a failure, but I'm remaking it. So, as you can see, my old builds are in the background, which are now going unused because of, well, they're now not really in videos. Well, you can watch the old one, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's rather terrible. But as you can see, I used Magenta Glazed Terracotta back there, and I used honey back there, / resin. Well, resin was the goal actually, now that I think about it. But today, I think I'm gonna use... let's use black terracotta, because I think getting to use this block will be really fun. Although I know placing terracotta is very annoying, so that will annoy me, and you'll hear about it. But as I build, I'm going to talk about it too. So let's go ahead. Let's go! Okay, so this is being done without a script and in one take, so good luck to this entire voiceover. So my goal for this build was kind of to give off sort of like Gemini Tay's season 11 build in like mini form, and without me really having watched many of her videos recently, I've been kind of leaning off of MCYC in the last few weeks because it makes me want to record, and I haven't always got time to record. I'm still watching them. I'm kind of doing every episode I post, I get to watch one of their episodes to make me post more because I'm paying for CapCut Pro, and so I need to post. But as you can see, I decided to do basically every build I'm doing for this is I'm going to be building a little hill for them. I think the first one was absolutely ridiculous and way too big. The whimsical kind of magenta terracotta magenta glazed terracotta, was excessive. So I'm doing smaller builds now with smaller platforms. But obviously I've decided to go for more of a darker colour palette here compared to the other ones. It's just deep slate with no, like, little to no stone. And then for the build, I decided to do an ombre from deep slate, or black concrete, as you can see. From deep slate, black concrete, to calcite, white concrete kind of thing, with like these really pointy roofs. And I'm not going to talk for the entirety of this time-lapse because I think that would be quite annoying, because it's nice to watch someone build every now and then. But I just wanted to explain what my idea was for this build. And I'm not really doing interiors for this series. If I can do an entirely another series of how to build interiors on Minecraft, because no one knows what they're doing with that. But honestly, my biggest tip for building interiors is get the mod pack, the armor stamp pack, if you're on Java. It's a great mod. But this is my one chance to record in a little bit, so I'm making sure to do some audio really quick. But yeah, placing glazed black terracotta, which is what this is, not just black terracotta, it's glazed black terracotta, was not fun. I have completely given up on trying to take a pattern or put it in a nice little 4x2 square rectangle. It is not fun. It really aggravated me. I spent about 20 minutes trying to place it, and then went back and spent another 20 minutes. So in total, I probably spent more than half an hour trying to place black glazed terracotta in this 2x4 square to look nice, and it did not work. So I have basically given up on that. Like, we're just accepting that it's not going to be like that. Anyway, that is all. So I'm going to let you just watch the build now. Thank you. and that is build number 1 done. It is not my best, but I think it achieves what it should. Obviously, I would like if these were in nice little orders, but I cannot do that at the moment, unfortunately. So, because I was having a really hard time with it. The back's not relevant, I'm a green fan, we didn't really talk about the back of builds. I could add more to it, but for now, I think I'll call this done. I hope you like it. Build number 2. I think we're going to use something actually very difficult to build with. Jungle wood. Now, everyone likes to say, okay, sure, birch is the worst wood. I would argue it's jungle. Now, in my personal opinion, there's no bad wood and it's just bad builders because I have a big ego like that. But I think this is the worst. With acacia, of course. So let's go ahead and get rid of this one. Oh, I can't hit it. Oh, there you go. And let's go ahead and start building. Let's go. Again, this is being recorded on a whim, on a different day, so I might sound a little bit different. I didn't really have an idea for this one, to be honest. I was kind of I picked out some blocks that I thought would go well with jungle, and I just went for it. So I haven't really got much to talk about here. Obviously, I don't think this is the peak of my building. I think working with browner, more muddy tones isn't really my cup of tea. I think I'm more of a gothic, like a fantasy builder in like the kind of way that the first gothic-y building I made, but just before this, was significantly more comfortable to build than this. And I also think I think this entire build is too small, which is something I'm going to learn from, because the first one was too big in the first episode, the original. Which honestly, by the time you're seeing this, could be unlisted. I don't know. You can see in the background. About now. Obviously, like I said before, I'll do big builds for milestones and stuff as like a celebration. But I don't want to do that for this series because I don't have the time for that. At least not at the moment. Maybe I will sometimes, but I don't want that to be the expectation. So I kind of went for it with this. Obviously, as we can see, I love spruce wood and dark oak, so I had to sneak some spruce in here. And I just thought the mud and the granites and stuff would look nice with it. And it looks nice. It does. It's too small. So in future, I'm going to make it taller. I'm going to make my builds taller just to make sure that you can actually see them. But I don't particularly hate this. I had a difficult time working out the roof and stuff. So as long as we don't look at the roof and we don't look too far at the back, again, I'm a green fan, so we don't look at the back of builds. When I normally do the back, I struggle with the back of both these builds, okay? They were a little bit hard, they were a bit of a hard time, but there's a build in there, okay? Anyway, that is all I have to say. I'm gonna let you finish watching the time lapse now. that is build number 2 done. As you can see, I've used a decent amount of jungle based things here. Now, I understand if you think I'm kind of cheating out because I'm not just using those blocks, I'm putting other stuff in. For example, here I've just used it as an accent, and here I've used a lot of spruce. But they're difficult blocks for a reason, you can't really build with them, so this is the best we can do right now. Like, this isn't my best build either. I think I could spend longer on it. But this series isn't meant to be insane builds like that. That's ridiculous. Mega bases are saved for big episodes, for like milestones and stuff like that. So this is going to be it for now. I hope you like this build. Let me know what you think of both of these builds in the comments. Now, these are both styles I don't normally do. My normal style is like that, or like that, which is a starter base. That is not that is not a tease. That is not what I'm doing in my next episode. That was my own separate build of me practicing like Matica. But yeah, this build is where all my builds are. So as you can see, there's a build for my intro to episode 4. There's my starter house. So a lot of that's just extra practice and building. This is just my creative world, so you may see some sneak peeks in the background in the future, but for now, that's not what's going on. Now, with the nature of these videos, I have no bloopers, which is sad, of course, so this video is a little bit shorter, but I do hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the idea of this series, and I hope this counts as an episode for the week, because I'm not doing a normal episode. I'm doing a kind of other thing, because just playing my Let's Play does bear me out a little bit, so I'm deciding to space out. Probably every 2 or 3 videos I'm going to put another video in between, and then of course my second channel will still be going, which is one of my favourite things to do, because it's very chill. Not like I don't enjoy this, I love this, but I also enjoy the chillness of my second channel. And that will be all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed kind of taking you through the build process a little bit. Well, not really, but you know, you got to hear me talking through the time lapses, so I hope you've enjoyed, like I said, and have a lovely day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!